All right, yo. MGT, what it do? It's your boy Moody Starr, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new, you already know what to do, man. Become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is a channel where I like to highlight current events and talk about my spiritual walk here in this beautiful, messed up, sideways on matrix. Now, first of all, I got to say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to your energy, going within and being high vibrational. Here at MGT, this is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. All right, so real quick, this live actually is not going to be too long, and I'm starting my live kind of late. You want to know why? Because I'm striving to go for like 7:30, like start at 7:30, and then stream for about an hour if the stream is good, or go live for about an hour. If me going live is good, then it can stretch to like an hour and a half, but. How was my night last night? First of all, how you guys doing today? Hope you guys in the right type of vibration, doing what you got to do, getting to the bag, staying consistent. Yesterday was a lot was going on. I was very. I wouldn't say tired or anything like that, but bro, I always run into this problem. And let me know if you guys go through this too, because usually sometimes like. When I be retaining my energy, bro, I know, like, I be feeling the energy. I get it. Like, I be feeling the life force. And then my mental is like, why go to sleep type shit. Like, let's do something else. Let's okay, you worked out. Does the kitchen need to be clean on some random stuff, right? Like, I'm just up doing shit. And I don't know if it has anything to do with the planetary alignments as well. If anybody knows, like, have knowledge of that, let me know. As to what is going on in the forecast as far as the planets are concerned. But between that and between you being able to cultivate your energy, go on semen retention, and literally, because I feel like if anybody, even if somebody was to like be struggling with the journey, bro, like I'm telling you, like a couple days of getting out of that hole, because I feel like, because somebody had asked me, I got two questions actually that somebody asked me. One was like, how do you get out of like, reverting back to your old ways sometimes? Because what happens is when you're cleaning out yourself, and when you're trying to detox yourself, I should say, you also have to do it from a mental point of view. You have to do it from your mental state. Sometimes the humans get bored. Like the mind gets bored, and it always reverts back to what it knows best. You feel me? Or what it's used to doing. So for me, I was like, mentally last night, I was cool, but I don't know. Like something was telling me just to stay up. And this is the reason why, like, I actually went to sleep. I slept okay, but I just felt like there was an overload of energy that I had. And I run into that problem from time to time. So, but to be totally honest though, like I'm feeling great today, but I'm also feeling, I'm gonna keep it a beam. Bro. I'm feeling like I need to do more, especially this month, especially in the upcoming months, as far as self-improvement goes, as far as like my body goes, working out, eating a lot more healthier, and then, just staying consistent. One thing that I want you guys to realize, and shout out to everybody in the building, you feel me? Shout out to, what I'm saying, everybody in the building, appreciate the likes as you guys are coming through. But yeah, again, this live, I'm gonna try to extend it till my time limit low key is like 9:30, because technically I'm supposed to be at work at 9:30. So they giving me a grace period of like 10 minutes and shit. If I get there like 9:45. But but basically though, like as far as like continuing the journey, what we have to remember is as we're like becoming a lot more wiser, and as we are like learning from our mistakes and everything like that, just like I said in the video yesterday, go watch that video, it's kind of cool. Cycles and patterns are a thing. It's a real thing. And If you are consistent within yourself, if you are consistent with how you carry your energy and how you are cultivating your energy, best believe that some people in your past will pop back up. I repeat, there's going to be some people in your past that will pop back up. And the reason why they'll pop back up is because if for whatever reason why y'all fell out, it was nothing personal. Unless you was just on some narcissistic shit and and you was like, doing whatever, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like more than likely I say like, you might want to, just work on your do the shadow work for yourself. And most guys don't want to do that. Most guys are like, when they feel some type of way, they'd rather just try to attract a woman and try to manipulate them and try to filter out their feelings through trying to dominate a woman. And in my mind, I'm like, if you're a dude, why the hell do you have to try to dominate a woman to feel empowered? Like, why can't you naturally feel empowered by yourself? Why do you have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a bean. So, the number one thing I always talk about is the ultimate, like having self-control type shit. You know, as a high vibrational being, that like you're a good person. You know that you have good intentions. There's gonna be people in your life that you attract, and you're gonna be nothing but like the best friend or the best boyfriend or whatever. And they're gonna try to use you. Because, they feel as though like, okay, well, this dude, he's cool, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? People sometimes be around you because they literally just want to feed off of your energy and don't give back. So number one, when people from your past decide to pop back up, you gotta like have a level of discernment. Why are you back here in my fucking life? You see what I'm saying? If anybody that whether it's an old friend, an ex or whatnot, best believe, once you get on the street, especially when you get on the street, when you're on some retention, the magnetism is happening, you have the energy overload, and my bad, I'm putting on those shoes. You will have the attraction, and people are gonna come back into your life. People are gonna realize, like, damn, I had a good person. Like, man, this person was really, this man, he really was a good man. Like, he really was trying to talk about, shadow work and stuff like that. But it's crazy. Sometimes people realize it too late. They realize like how good you were until after you fucking leave. So I'm here to let you guys know, and this is just a daily spiritual update, okay? There's gonna be people that will pop back up into your life. You gotta stay focused. Do not fall back into the trap. Do not fall back under one of their spells. That's serious. Because it's gonna happen. People are gonna come back and they're gonna double back and they're gonna be like, well, I was wrong, or XYZ. Now, you gotta know the difference between an energy vampire and somebody that like, okay, you was cool with, but y'all just naturally needed space. Once you understand the difference between that and an energy vampire, because again, an energy vampire, they're gonna come, they're gonna go, they're gonna be out up in the streets and shit, fucking with people and all that. And the only thing that's gonna be sitting in their mind is the fact that how you talk to them, how you treated them, how you was throwing down the D, all of that shit is gonna replay in a female's mind. They're gonna see that most of these dudes that they're talking to and stuff, most of these dudes don't practice semen retention. Most of these dudes don't have self-control. Most of these dudes be like thirsty with their energy. And a lot of women are gonna be fed up. They're gonna be like, damn, bro, like I'm so annoyed. I'm overstimulated and all this other stuff. I just need a man that's gonna allow me to be a woman. And when you practice semen retention, you're naturally in your God state. You're naturally tuned in. So you'll naturally know how to make a woman feel like a woman. Instead of competing with her, arguing, bickering back and forth, and now you got her in her masculine state, and she got you in your feminine state. You see what I'm saying? So we got to stay focused, bro. We got to stay focused. So I'm gonna read a couple comments. Real quick. There's 24 people in the building. I would greatly appreciate it if y'all dropped a like for me. I greatly appreciate that. It helps out with the algorithms. It helps out with the video, and as far as my message coming out. So I got a comment from Sama. He says, what is the most effective tip to not relapse this year? That's a good question. And he also says, peace and blessings, Moody. Hope you good. Keep shining, fam. Tell us how to go on long streaks. All right. So basically, the first question was, what's the most effective tip to not relapse this year? All right. So the most effective tip I would say, and this is not going to be a popular thing to say, but I got to say it. Because some people aren't honest with themselves. And some people make unrealistic goals. Once you make unrealistic goals about like, you know, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to last this. And Nick, is it really realistic for you? So number one, before we even like say, well, damn, how can I not relapse? Well, set a realistic goal for yourself first. And then once you set that realistic goal, continue to hit that goal. Continue to hit a realistic goal first. The key to doing that is that, like, when you do that, you're building momentum. You're getting to the point where it becomes second nature, where it's like, damn, okay. Like, for example, a realistic goal could be 7 days, right? This is just for anybody that's the first time or whatever, or, you know, you relapse or whatnot, and you're starting over. Realistic goal, 7 days. Consistently hit your 7-day mark, right? Once you consistently hit your 7-day mark and you look up, before you know it, you're going to be in month 3. Like, it's just that simple, low key. You know what I'm saying? The key to staying on streaks or having a higher streak, bro, set the realistic goals. Because there was a time, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro, I set an unrealistic goal as to how long I was gonna be on my streak, and knowing damn well, like, I was going out of town. I was going out of town, and, you know, I went out the country and shit, thinking that I was gonna still hold on to my seed. Bro, I set myself up, first of all, thinking like, okay, cool, because again, if you set an unrealistic goal and then you fail at it, you're gonna become discouraged. And when you become discouraged, it's like, man, I don't want to do this no more. So I always say, simplify it, bro. Set a realistic goal for yourself, and then also start to do that with other areas of your life. And this morning when I woke up, I felt like shit. And the reason why I felt like shit is because I know there's certain things in my area, in my life, that I have to clean up, that I have to become consistent at. Again, not just posting, not just going live, but as far as like eating the right types of foods, especially and then also investing when God blesses me with some type of funds, I literally have to be in an invest mode. You feel me? So there's just a lot of things that, like, you know, you could do, again, to keep yourself on a good streak, and keep yourself, you know, from relapsing and stuff. But you can't be afraid, though. You cannot be afraid to relapse. And I'm not saying like, oh, relapse, or I'm not saying like, man, you know, just do it. No, like, what I'm telling you is, like, if you're a human being, if you're a guy, and you really have been practicing this shit sincerely, and, you know, just see how long you can really go. If you ain't got no girlfriends and no nothing, why not? See how long you could go. Test yourself, bro. Show some restraint, for real. That's what I did, literally. And then there's gonna be times where it's almost like, as a human being, you kind of put your guard down. You forget who you are as a higher being coming from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? sometimes as humans, we become human and we be in our human nature and we do low vibrational things, and then we just kind of fall into a snowball effect of like doing just negative low vibrational shit. The key too though, which y'all really need to be aware of and pay attention to, and this is what I was talking about, you know, as far as like just staying on the journey and staying focused, is that basically the subtle things that you do, the things that you don't say. Like, for example, if you know you're not supposed to eat like a damn cupcake at fucking 11 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock at night, you know you're not supposed to do it. But what happens is sometimes like your body, your energy will literally speak for itself. So you have to be aware of your habits where you don't acknowledge like you doing a bad thing. It's kind of like when you meet up with somebody, let's say you and your ex broke up or whatnot, and then y'all link back up years later. It's a kind of like, and y'all know like the attraction is still there, but really it's like you don't want to get into the conversation. You don't want to get into like, well, who you been sleeping with and what you been doing this whole time. Like you like, nah, don't ask, don't tell policy. Sometimes as humans, like we be carrying ourselves and then like we, nigga, don't ask, don't tell, nigga, fuck that. Like you know you're not supposed to be doing what you doing. But sometimes when you can actually talk your way through a situation where it's like, nigga, you know you're not supposed to be doing this, start to call yourself out. Like hold yourself accountable for real. You know what I'm saying? There's been plenty of times where my mind would drift into a thought, lower vibrational thoughts, and I'm like, I would call myself out. I'd be like, yo, you not even supposed to be thinking about that right now, dog. Like, what are you really doing? Like, ask yourself that question. Like, what are you really doing? Because a lot of times there's a don't ask, don't tell, no snitching policy, and it's almost like we feel better when we don't talk about it, but just do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when you're dealing with a female, and let's say you know you're hanging out with them, and y'all know y'all gonna have sex. It's quite obvious. But if you messing up the vibe, saying like y'all link up, hey, what's up, baby? How you doing? Da-da-da, give me a hug. Damn, girl, I'm gonna do this to you, and man, I can't wait to. Why are you talking about sex? That's making her pussy dry the fuck up. It really is. It's kind of like, for some reason, life and death is in the power of the tongue, and sometimes you speaking can get you in trouble, or you speaking can mess up an experience, especially speaking too soon. You feel me? Like going back to the story that I was talking about yesterday. When years ago, back when I was like I was active, was going out to the clubs and shit like that. I had linked up with a dancer, and she was fine as hell to me. But the reason why, because again, me and her hung out, and if you don't know about that story, you could check out the live that I did yesterday. You could just look more into that. But without giving too much details of that story, basically me and her hung out, and of course we were supposed to have sex. But I was talking a lot, not so much in like just saying random shit, but I was just being myself so much that I kind of was myself to a fault. And even though I was in that type of lifestyle of going to the strip clubs and all of that, like God still had a purpose for me, believe it or not. I still felt like I was not so much in God mode, but it was kind of like one of them angels that came down from heaven to say, hey, you once was an angel, but now I'm gonna need you to experience what it is like to be a human being. You feel me? Like you gotta understand, we all came from higher realms. So when me and her hung out, obviously the frequency, she was attracted to my frequency because I was in my kind of like God mode, my God energy. You know what I'm saying? And she was naturally attracted to that life force energy. We were supposed to have sex, and we didn't because I was talking about conspiracy theories, and I was talking about just stuff around, you feel me? So life and death is literally in the power of the tongue. And sometimes talking too much can really, depending on the situation, talking too much can actually stop certain things from happening. But in particular, having that internal conversation with yourself when you know you're supposed to be, when you know you're not supposed to be doing something, the more you speak on why am I thinking about this, or why XYZ, or why am I the more you're gonna feel shitty about yourself as to making that action happen. You be like, man, nigga, you right. Why am I like this? You know what? You on to something. You on to something, brother. And I appreciate you pointing out the fact that I am wilding right now, and I'm wilding mentally. Because again, you're a higher being that came from a higher realm, and you're now in this lower dimension. So what happens is, from time to time, you forget the fact that, like, oh shit, like, I am a multi-dimensional being. I'm not just human. I'm not just here to, like, you know, just to look cool and then to do dumb shit like dumb humans. Like, no, bro. You constantly have to keep reminding yourself that you are a higher being within this vessel. And once you understand that, and now you practice in retention, now you have the life force energy, you have the magnetism flowing through your body. So this is gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the building, bro. Shout out to Dominique. He said requires discipline and discover your purpose. MGT, what it do? The Killer Ross was good. Was watching this Bobby Hammond vid, and he was talking about how losing our seed, we're losing, deteriorating a part of our soul. See, so my question to you, Sama, is why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Like, because I never researched that, but I can find that to be true. As every time when you release, you lose your seed type shit, it's almost like you do lose a piece of your soul for real. That's your strength. You gotta understand, that is the material that is responsible to bring another human being into this existence. You possess you possess this material, this DNA, this superhuman power. Millions of them shits, bro. You possess that shit every day. You walking around with nations and nations of souls, nigga, that could be here, or is not. You got to see the value in yourself, bro. As being a man, bro. It's kind of lit being a guy. Real talk. We go through a lot of shit. We gonna get tested every single day. We gonna get shit tested. Nigga, we gonna get tested by the police. Nigga, we gonna get tested by our kids if we end up having kids. We go through so much tests as men every single day. But at the same time, bro, there's beauty in the journey, bro. And once you understand how to master your energy, because our sole purpose, I think, in my opinion, is to not only provide a better life for yourself, but to provide a better life for others. Not lazy females that wait at the finish line and be like, hey, I'm ready now. I'm ready to settle down. I'm tired of like going from guy to guy, dick to dick, da 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 da. I want a guy who's been practicing semen retention, that has no kids, that has good credit, has a good hairline. You know what I'm saying? He brushes his teeth. X, Y. They're gonna want them type of guys. And bro, this is what I'm saying. You gotta focus, because some of them same females that's waiting for you at the finish line, they was probably there before. And what I was talking about, people from the past, they probably was naturally fucking with you, but you probably didn't get to your full potential. So they was like, man, fuck out of here. I don't got time. And they left your ass. And when they left your ass and they was out in the world and you over here self-improving yourself, now you're raising your frequency, motherfuckers gonna see that. People gonna notice that. And now it gets to a point where like, oh, here they come. They coming back. But to ask that question or to react to that comment as to like why that happens, like when, you know, if you do release a seed, like you actually lose a part of your soul, like that literally is the life force energy. That's literally the substance that God uses, you know. So once you enter into the womb, you got, it's deep and intricate, because like you have to choose the seed and then the seed has to be chosen. It's deep. How you think you got here? Bro, you once was a seed that had to be chosen by the men. Go into the womb of your mom. And then literally, because you know the egg chooses, like motherfucker, like just like how like women choose the strongest and fittest guys, the egg is gonna choose the strongest and and fittest sperm cell. Dead ass serious. It's kind of fucked up too, dog. Cause it's like, damn, bro, I provided 2.5 million sperm cells for you know, because I'm trying to have, let's say I'm trying to have a baby, whatnot. And you mean to tell me out of the 2.5, only one of them motherfuckers gonna make that shit? What is this, a needle in a haystack? What's going on? But it's whatever. Like, so Samus says, to be honest, he can explain it better, and he goes more into detail. Video on YouTube is called Bobby Hemmett, The Afterlife. Through the Gates of Death. It was after the 2nd hour mark he talks about it. So yeah, if y'all want to know more about that, definitely go ahead and hit that link. Shout out to Sama for dropping that knowledge. I'm gonna definitely check that shit out too. Was it Bobby Hemmett? The Afterlife, through the gates of death. It was after the 2 hour mark he was talking about. All right, cool. I'm gonna definitely check that out. Appreciate you, bro. And you also say Cristo. Why did I say it like that? Are you Hispanic? I apologize. I was so, I mean, but I see is that a Dominican flag or American? I don't know what the hell is going on. My bad, I apologize. But my dog says that the women's eggs chooses the best seed. Simon said also part of that Christ consciousness energy going to your pineal gland and awakening. And that's what I'm saying. Probably in like another video, I'm gonna go into talking about the Christ consciousness, like the because for the most part, that's exactly what's happening. Like, without butchering what I want to say, basically when you hold on to your seed, it's almost kind of like you know, you descended from the top, because you know your pineal gland is responsible for creating the seed. It starts literally from the mental, which is crazy, right? Goes down all the way down to the spine, and then when it gets down to your area or whatnot, you're supposed to either release and create a new soul, or it gets recycled back up into the spine. I mean, back up into your pineal gland. This is why so many people that are on steam retention, they experience mental clarity. It's that Christ consciousness rising back up to the top. You feel me? So I'm Boricua. Okay. Some of our sperm are fighters and don't worry about the egg. They fight off other sperm from the other mates. Motherfuckers, ain't that a bitch? I cultivate you motherfuckers to work in unison. I send you out in the fucking battlefield, and y'all want to start bickering with each other? See, when you worry about another man, this is how you gonna destroy yourself, nigga. Stay focused, man. Stay focused. Don't be worrying about other niggas. Like, it's crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. One day, I might have to do a whole animation, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. My imagination, sometimes it takes on a mind of its own. And when I look at how intricate like humans are, it's actually pretty funny. When you talk about like the cells within the body, like, I don't know how old some of you guys are in this chat right now, but do y'all remember that movie Osmosis Jones? Or do y'all remember The Magic School Bus? Or do y'all remember like, well, basically them two, well, The Magic School Bus, that was a dope show, by the way. Shout out to Miss Frizzle. And shout out to the dude that was like, oh man, I should have stayed home today. But like with The Magic School Bus, they'll always go on like a field trip and be like, okay, today we're gonna venture into some human's body. And then now you've seen all the cells and stuff move around. Like, when you talk about being inside the human body, that's exactly what it is, low key. It's a whole network of cells moving around and shit and communicating and shit. When you talk about white blood cells protecting you and all that, yo, you are literally a multi-dimensional being. You feel me? Like, dead ass serious. You are a multi-dimensional being. So I could see myself one day creating some type of animation where I literally talk about, you know, what it's like to be, you know, the perspective of being a fucking sperm cell. I'm pretty sure somebody already had this idea and shit, or I probably seen it in a movie or some shit. And it's funny as hell. funny as fuck, bro. Funny as hell, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like you are an intricate human being. You are multi-dimensional, and there's a lot more to just what the eye sees. You see what I'm saying? But I know I'm going a little bit like too deep and shit. But like let me see. I feel more. Sama says I feel more Christ / godlike on SR, being more forgiving with myself and others, and not being annoyed from stuff that used to get to me. And I ain't no Christian, LMAO. Also, only about 1 in 3 women can get pregnant. See, I didn't even know that. Which makes it actually kind of makes sense, bro. But going back to what Sama said, I feel more Christ / godlike on SR, being more forgiving with myself and others, and not being annoyed from stuff that used to get to me. You are essentially in a higher state when you are on semen retention, because it gives you are now in the Christ consciousness for real. Now, as far as religion goes, I've had my run with that, and I have my opinions on that. But again, I feel like religion to a certain degree, it will serve its purpose. But at the end of the day, I feel like you as an individual, you as a soul, you just have to gravitate to what works for you and what resonates with you. What I may resonate with, y'all may not fuck with. Like, I'm big on astrology, and for some reason, half of my subscribers are like, bro, don't be talking about that demonic shit and the astrology this, and it has nothing to do with the planets, and you need to repent and And it's just like, bro, if you don't fuck with this information, it's okay. I get it. If you don't believe it, I'm not telling you, I'm not convincing nobody to believe in anything. I'm just letting you know from my perspective and how I have a relationship with God. Like, you got to think about it. God literally created the universe. God created plants and animals and all this shit. So why, when you talk about the planets and when you talk about energies and stuff, it's like, why don't you believe in something that was created by the Most High? You know what I'm saying? So that's just my thought on that. But yeah, man. It's a day-to-day journey every single day, bro. Like, you have to understand, again, at the end of the day, value your energy, stay focused. People will double back. And then also too, you need to watch out for you doubling back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to fall back into old habits that you mastered and that you beat already. It's like, you on the game of Mario. You already almost at the last level. Why the fuck are you going back to play level 3? Why? Because you just like getting the coins and running fast when you get the mushroom. Head ass. You feel me? Like, nah, bro. Like, you already beat that stage, nigga. We gotta face Bowser. We gotta face Bowser, my guy. Which, by the way, I ain't no fighting person like that, but is Manny Pacquiao gonna? This is just random, but is Manny Pacquiao gonna be fighting Floyd Mayweather? I don't know. Nigga barely speak English and shit, but I seen some random shit like that. But like, going back to my point though, and I'm gonna get to some of these comments too. The real Ossifer says Jesus studied astrology in Egypt. Bang! Oh shit! Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Jesus studied astrology in Egypt. Now, okay, my opinion on that, because of course I have an opinion, because everybody has opinions and shit, so I'm entitled to my own opinion as well. In my opinion, when you talk about, man, listen, bro, you still driving 20 miles per hour making all that noise. I'm recording right now. Head ass. My bad, y'all, but like, when you talk about Jesus and you talk about Egypt, when you talk about astrology, it's more than what those names are. You get what I'm saying? It's like, in other words, damn, what the fuck I was trying to say, bro? Because I know I wanted to say this shit, but like, it's kind of like a metaphor. Like, when I think of, Jesus studying astrology, I look at that as a metaphor, meaning like you, not saying that you're Jesus, but I'm just saying that you are an individual, you are a child of God, and you should be studying the natural planets that God created. And this is how I see it. You feel me? So like when I like read the Bible or when I'm reading different passages or I'm reading the Quran or whatnot like that, I look at it from a metaphorical standpoint. Like, I'm not going to get too much into the Bible and too much into astrology and shit like that, but the Bible is based off of astrology. The Bible is based off of God's creations. You see what I'm saying? What did Christo say? He said, becoming the healthiest version of yourself before procreating is the goal. A lot of people don't take care of themselves and then wonder why they produce weak seeds with behavior problems, defects, and yeah, all that nine and all that jazz. Learn things to help the world. See, why can't we live like that, bro? Why can't we like literally be the best version of ourselves? Because there's a lot of dudes that be in situations where they just be like, I need to do this to feel better. So I'm going to go out and randomly smash somebody, putting me at risk of actually, you know, either catching something or she can catch a baby. And now she can catch a baby. That's funny. I said she could catch a baby like it's a disease or some shit. But nah, like literally she could get pregnant type shit. And it's like, bro, y'all don't be thinking shit through. That's selfish of you, actually. That's selfish of you. And I'm not saying that, like, you know, I'm not trying to judge anybody who, you know, who's had a baby before marriage or barely. Trust me, I was one of them niggas that I almost had one and I would have been trapped too. Nigga, this is why I'm making these videos. Nigga, I was right there. But, you know, I slipped through the cracks. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a cat. I'm always landing on my feet. But essentially, though, sometimes I feel like it's selfish because now you're bringing a new soul into this world, and this new soul is about to have a hell of a time, dog, a hell of a childhood because you don't got nothing saved up. You don't got nothing. You haven't provided. You didn't even think like, oh, let me cultivate my life, and that way when I bring my son or daughter into this world, they don't have to ask for nothing. They not gonna be, their hair's not gonna be crazy. Their Pampers, they ain't gonna be walking around with you know what I'm saying, with dirty Pampers and shit. Like, some dudes don't even think that far. And then some dudes too, also because they don't have the emotional intelligence to deal with their emotions when they're dealing with a quote unquote baby moms. But there's so many situations where a nigga will say, fuck that. You keep talking shit, I will leave you and the baby. That's not fair to the baby. That's selfish. But you put yourself in that position in the first place. If you knew your baby mama was like annoying as fuck and all of that, why the fuck would you even lay with this woman in the first place? See? Why are you laying with this woman? Why? Because she's fine. She gets firehead. She does this. She does that. But what about her emotions? What about her emotional state when she's ready to be all up and down and when she's ready to shit test you? You'll be able to handle all of that? Because now you're in for life. You're locked in for life once y'all have a kid. It's over with. You feel me? I know a young lady, like I said, she has peers and shit. I'm spitting and shit because, you know, I'm talking and shit. I'm about to end the video pretty soon. But, like, her peers, she's literally telling me how, like, these women are struggling, bro. Man, they struggling to be a single mom of two, doing all the shit by themselves. Baby daddy, deadbeat as fuck. Because they don't have no self-control over their emotions. They don't have no self-control over their sexual energy. And they're all for themselves. That's selfish as hell, bro. I'm going to get to a few comments. The sun is like up. Let me see what time it is. Oh, I got to bounce, actually. I'm going to get to a few comments, and then I'm going to end the video for today. And the live for today. Mind you, too, be aware that, like, there's going to be different entities that will try to pull on your energy. And it's going to be very, very noticeable. It's going to be very, very noticeable. It's going to be like, once you start to vibrate higher, you're going to be like, man, why the hell are... Damn. Patterns and cycles. There's going to be people that's going to be hitting you up out of nowhere. Or it's going to be different entities. And when I say entities, I'm talking about... This is where you got to pay attention to vibes and how you feel internally, like how you feel, like your intuition when you go to certain places. Listen to that inner GPS system. listen to or follow that for real. Trust and believe, because there's going to be unseen energies that are going to try to pull at your energy. They're going to try to get you to spill your seed, or they're going to try to get your attention and make you lose focus. This is how you know like you actually are bettering yourself and you are like moving on to a new level with certain energies. They may come in the form of a person. It may come in the form of like a situation that happens, and now like you are faced to be around certain low vibrational people. So be aware, like protect your energy. Cause I be feeling that shit, bro. It literally makes you tap into your sixth sense when you're on this retention journey. You know what I'm saying? But let me see. Anthony says, bro, I F with crystals, purple, Nikola Tesla plates, and some more shit. God made it all. Also, Hertz sounds. I don't know what that. I can't pronounce that word. I ain't gonna. Solfeggio frequency. See, that's something new to me. All that ancient kings and priests even have amethyst on their shit. That's a fact. Godly says how to protect your energy. Well, start with your attention. What are you paying attention to? Number one, first of all, there's a difference between paying attention to something and being aware of something. People will pay attention, and because you are given this thing or person your energy, number one, you're already being at a vulnerable state. Now, if you can be aware of this individual or this particular situation, but still understand, like, I am not going to connect myself with that certain person, place, or thing. I'm not going to connect myself to that if it's not aligned with my frequency. Literally, you are creating space. You're literally letting, like, you're setting down the boundaries. And that's the crazy thing, because when you're going to get to a point when you're on a retention journey, you will set a whole bunch of boundaries that you thought you wasn't going to set before. But you know you need to set these boundaries, because motherfucker going to try to play you like you stupid, like you boo-boo the fucking fool. So you have to set the boundaries. And you have to stand on business. You got to stand on what you're saying. You have to believe in what you're saying. But number one, don't even put yourself in the same frequency or realm of reality where you have to be forced to protect your energy. Start before, the mayhem, and before everything even happens. This is how you stay ahead of the game. This is how you actually protect your energy. Now, let's say people might start to try to spiritually attack you. Again, number one, don't overreact. Number two, understand where this attack is coming from. Like, an individual had actually messaged me yesterday, and he asked me, he was like, damn, bro, for the past couple of weeks, I'm paraphrasing. He said, like, I've been having a lot of wet dreams. What is this happening? Is it like, am I being attacked? Or is it just like, if it's something with me? And a lot of the times, it's either you are being attacked, and your body is like, because how your body's made up and how your mind is made up, like your body, once it either is trying to figure something out, or if it's trying to disassociate from something, it's going to revert back to its old ways, to its old actions. So a lot of the times, like if you happen to be having a lot of wet dreams, it's either your mind detoxing itself, because that's another reason. And I think that was the reason why Homeboy was going through his wet dreams. But even when you're eating healthy or whatnot, and your mind has detoxed out those old actions out of like your mental, you never really forget shit because it's in your subconscious mind. So it's going to happen from time to time. But you can get to a point where like you just mind your business and everything like that, and then it's literally entities, especially when you go to sleep and you have lucid dreams, you could tell when you're being attacked. You know what I'm saying? And if that happens to happen, this is where you need to raise your level of awareness. Like, oh shit, this is actually happening. This is not me. Nigga, I don't know where this energy came from. I don't know what the fuck we got going on in here, but this shit gotta stop. And it starts from within. Terrence Carter, what it do? Yes, sir, bro. Live stream's doing great, yo. I appreciate the love. Yo, again, we are definitely gonna collab, dog. And I know I have messaged you. I gotta actually talk to you. I actually gotta talk to you, but I got caught up with some stuff here in the Matrix. Somebody said Peter said he's having wet dreams because he is edging. That could be a possibility as well, bro. That could be a possibility as well. And I told him too, because I was like, I don't know what you do before you go to sleep or what you do throughout the day, but if you are like, you just have to realize like what you're doing and what you're paying attention to and what you're watching, because based on what I was saying, remember what I said earlier, when, you know, like, don't ask, don't tell type of thing. As humans, sometimes, like, we don't, like, when we're doing something bad, we don't want to say that we're doing it, we just want to do it type shit. Yeah, from time to time, if you have wet dreams, more than likely you weren't even probably watching porn, but you probably was like on Instagram, or you probably was watching a movie that had like a lot of sex scenes and stuff. Your mind is very impressionable, and it can pick up on so much shit. When you be watching TV and you be watching, your mind's gonna pick up on that, and it's gonna say, "Oh shit, that's lit." We gonna put a pin on that. We'll be right back after these messages. You feel me? But I would suggest, like, one who is edging and whatnot, like, that's a relapse waiting to happen. I ain't gonna hold you. Somebody said it's not a relapse, it's a journey. Stay strong, King. And that was to Feta. He said he relapsed after 26 days. I don't like that word is so negative, but because it's really like I don't even like to call it a relapse. I just call it a restart. You get a chance to restart your journey, bro. And it's really not, and you're not even really restarting shit. You're just like, oh damn. It's like you a basketball player and you gotta take 50 free throws. Okay, out of the 50 free throws, you missed 3. So fucking what, nigga? You done hit like 47 free throws already. You gonna cry over the 1 or 2 or 3 times that you gotta start over? The life, just like what homeboy said, it's a journey. So don't beat yourself up, but don't go crazy either. So pretty much put your attention on like you a GTA player and be aware of your environment. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. You have to be aware of your environment, because if you act blindly and you're just like, oh, whatever, like, nah, you gonna get got every single time. Christo says, release with a real woman and not to porn. Facts. And mind you, again, this is not a popular opinion in the semen retention community either, but I say, like, nigga, if you're gonna do what you do, make sure it's with a female. It's and not only because, like, make sure it's with the female and not with the porn, because the thing is, with the porn, what's happening is you're first of all, you're fucking up the sexual experience. You know, you keep touching yourself and playing too much, and now when you fucking with a female, you won't be able to perform. That's very embarrassing. There's people in their 20s that are having erectile dysfunction. That's scary. I don't think I would want to live nowhere if my shit stopped working. So number one, that's, you know what I'm saying? If you naturally are going to release, like, let it happen naturally with a real female, not no toy and shit, because they be having toys and stuff, which is like, anyway. Toys with guys is crazy. But but mind you, you're still gonna lose a part of your soul when you do release it to a female. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga, you might lose a part of your soul just by having a conversation and giving her time. Because now once you give her time to express herself, and she's going to offload everything. Like, you feel me? Women, I love women to death, but they're complicated for a reason. The pussy feels amazing. It feels amazing because women are complicated, bro. They're complicated as hell. But I love it. I like a challenge. You know what I'm saying? When I'm not what did it say? When I'm not in control of my eyes in work, in public, I get that urge. So many families in stress all day. My bad, cuz you kind of lost me a little bit, but I think you were trying to say you not controlling like your eyes and when you're out in public gives you an urge. But all right, y'all, I'm about to end the live for today. It's 9:31. We reached to where I needed to get to. I apologize. I probably should have started the live a little bit earlier so I could stay on longer. But definitely leave a like if you definitely. Someone said, I noticed you become Chad or Tyrone on SR. Hey, listen, man. When they say you better call Tyrone, that's because Tyrone had that restraint. Okay? And I ain't talking about the actual song. You better call Tyrone. Tell him come home. Chad. Speaking of Chad, that reminds me. Where the fuck is Brad? I'm sorry, I'm spitting. Where the hell is Brad? This is my camera guy. That, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, but... Nah, but on some real shit, though, I am about to end the video for today. But nah, everybody that was in the chat today, dog, I appreciate y'all chiming in. TC, we're definitely gonna catch up. I'm gonna have a conversation with you, my guy. But yeah, leave a like, a super chat, drop a bag on the Cash App to support the team. It's been your boy Moody Starr. I'm definitely see you guys on the next video. And yeah, we're gonna stay focused and do what we gotta do, bro. Peace.